Hmm. 달콤아. 네. 달콤아, 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 달콤아. 달콤아, 달콤아. 달콤아, 저거 뭐야? 저거 뭐야?
Hey, Cindy. Oh, I like your hair. Pretty.
Thank you. My aunt did this here.
Aw.
Hey.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm kind of nervous because I'm gonna meet my dad today, but my parents were divorced when I was really young, so it's like it feels like my first time meeting my dad, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Mm. Like he never, like texted me or something, but when I was in Texas, like he contacted me through Instagram. So
Hmm.
I was like, hi.
Well, good luck. Fingers crossed.
Thank you.
Um, my parents are divorced, and then I have a half brother and half sister, and my mom and their dad, they're divorced too. So I get where you're coming from a little bit. Never fun.
You're like kind of awkward.
Yeah, you got it though. Okay. So I'm trying to think where we left off. Did you get a chance to do the questions for the second reading passage? I think it was maybe 11 through 20. Oh, 11 through
Yeah,
21.
11 through 21, but I didn't because I went to the
Okay.
hair thingy for ants, and
Mm-hmm.
then I was like, I couldn't do. Sorry.
No, you're good. Did you get a chance to read the passage, or do you want to read it together today?
I want to read it together. It's like so long. It scares me.
Okay. Then I will be right back. I'm going to get my tablet so that way I can make notes while
Okay.
we read. Um, and while I go get that, if you want to get started, let me know. And then when I get back with the tablet, we can like underline the words and stuff that you want to talk about.
Okay.
Sorry, I left it downstairs.
You're good.
Thanks. I still have my headphones in too, so if you really have a pressing question, I think I can still answer it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I think I'm close enough to my computer that I'm back in range now. Success.
Success. Hmm. Oh, what is null? Like Null?
Okay,
Yeah.
so null means no or empty.
Oh,
So if you have null results, that means that there are no results. You don't really see anything, you don't prove anything. It's just kind of like, oh, well, these two things aren't related at all.
okay. Conducting medical trials, conducting like
Okay, so if you conduct medical trials, that is basically a fancy way of saying that you have medical trials.
oh,
And a trial is like a test. Um, so for example, when they made the COVID vaccine, they first had they tested it in the lab, and then they tested it on a few people, and then they tested it on some more people, and then everyone got it. Those are medical trials.
mm, um, sway. I've heard that before, but I don't know the meaning.
So sway has two meanings. So the first meaning is to change or influence. So if I sway your opinion, that means that I change your opinion. I make you think the same thing as me. The other word, or not the other word, but the other meaning is it's like a type of movement. And so if I go like back and forth like this, I'm swaying back and forth.
Mm.
I can't dance. And so sometimes instead of dancing, I'll just sway. That's kind of what the word means.
Oh, sway, like sway with me. Yeah, I've heard of that word,
Uh-huh.
sway.
Yep. Hmm.
So this potential to sway is like change, influence,
Hmm.
or
Yep.
movement.
Because it can change the government policy and then also the society's policy too.
Hmm. Mm, sequel. What is this? Sequelched? How do you read that? Sequel.
Uh, Kind of weird. Squelch, like that, squelch. So if you squelch something, it's like you delete or you get rid of it. So if the results are squelched, that means that results, we kind of just like ignore them. We don't look at them.
Mm. It's like a fancy word or just
Kind of. It's actually it's a word that comes from the sound. So squelch is like when you like crush something with your hand or maybe you step on it with your shoe, it makes a
mm-hmm.
squelch sound.
Squelch.
And so the name actually comes from the sound that it makes when you like step on something or like smush something like that.
Okay. Political sciences. Okay. 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 Oh, she keep crying. My little dog keep like crying. She wants me to hug her. Oh, okay.
Aw. Or after we finish this paragraph, I can zoom in a little bit so it's easier to see.
Okay. Mm, okay, so like it's like the this paragraph 1 through 15 is like the null result.
Mm-hmm.
Result um, like has been like huge issue, like debated by like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it is a debate. The
mhm,
reason why is null results are probably important,
mhm,
but a lot of the times they are ignored.
mm,
And so that's kind of what this will be about. It's about how null results are important but ignored. And if we look at the title, actually, right here,
mhm,
why null results rarely see the light of day. So if something rarely sees the light of day, that's another way of saying it's ignored. So no null results are ignored, and that's maybe a bad thing. Uh, let me
oh,
let me take a quick little picture of this, and then we'll move on to the next paragraph. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Let me stick this in a Word document so it doesn't get lost. Okay. And I think this is easier to see, right?
yep.
Okay, so this paragraph right here starts with in a recent study.
Very study. Examine. Ex ah,
Oh,
I
examined.
yes. I know this word, but I don't know the meaning.
Yeah. So when you examine something, you look at it carefully or closely. So let's say you're doing like a science experiment, right? You don't
Mhm,
just look at the experiment, you examine it. You look at it very closely and you think about the meaning.
mhm. Competitive grants. I don't know what
Okay?
grants is.
So grants, this is money from the government
Okay.
for projects. So for example, the government gives me a grant to go to university. And
Hmm.
so the government gives me money. My education is like the project. And there are grants for all
Mm.
sorts of things. There's grants for scientists, for schools, to build roads, pretty much anything you can think of.
Hypothesis. I know what thesis is, but like I don't know what hypothesis.
Okay, so hypothesis, it's like a thesis, but it's specific to science.
Mhm.
And so it's what we think the answer is. We don't know for sure yet. It's just what we think the answer is.
What we think.
Okay, so maybe I see ice melting. And my hypothesis is I think the ice melts because it's hot outside. That's what I think the answer is. And then you can actually test it to decide if it's true or not, if that was like a good guess. Or
Hmm.
trying to think of another one that you might have seen. Um, I think that this this metal turns red because it's outside and it gets rusty like that. So it's just why you
Mm.
think something happens.
Legislators. What? The tend to favor.
Okay.
How do you read that?
Legislators. This
Legislators.
uh le legislator
Legislator.
legislator. This is someone who makes laws, like works for the government and makes laws. So Congress,
Oh.
those are legislators.
Mm, federal dollars, like federal.
Okay. So federal is another way of saying like national,
Oh.
specifically like national government. So this is saying like the United States government dollars.
Who are their districts? Like, what does district
Okay.
mean?
So district is an area of land, okay, with the same government. Oh, sorry, my Zoom got in the way. Okay, here we'll put it on the top. Okay, so for example, in Katy, our district is District 22. And so that's this entire area, this part of
Mhm.
Katy, Sugar Land, Rosenberg, Needville, Pearland. They're all like these Houston suburbs. And we have the same legislators, the same leaders. So right now our representative is Troy Niels. he's kind of a terrible person, in my opinion. Yeah, but anyways, a district is just an area of land where people have like a shared government. It's usually a few cities or a few towns.
Twat, what? Tout.
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta be careful. This
T.
one, this one is tout.
Tout.
Um, maybe like this, tout. Yeah, you gotta be careful because if you pronounce, I don't want to say it, but if
I
you
know, like
pronounce it
that.
with
I
an
know
A,
that's a
right?
bad
Yeah.
word. Yeah, I
Okay.
know that's a bad word because I was like,
Okay.
oh, how do you read that?
Yeah. Yeah. Tout. So
Hmm.
if you tout something, that means that you have something, but you're also like very proud to have it. So if you tout something, you have something, and you're also proud. So, for example, many people tout their college education because they have that education, but then they're also proud of it.
Okay.
Okay, let me take a quick little snip of this before we go on to the next one. Okay, let's see. So next we have this paragraph right here, starting with Malhotra's team.
Cited. Seated. Seated.
Oh, cited?
Cited.
So so if you cite something, you give a reason.
Mm.
So what this is saying is that the scientists said that the reason for their problems um, were, that there were more pressing or important things to do,
Hmm.
and also because they thought there wouldn't be any interest. So the two reasons are there are more important things to do and that they thought people wouldn't be interested.
Mm.
I fix my handwriting a little bit there. That's hard to read. I can barely read it.
Mm, So this Malhotra team like had like experiment about like no result. Wait, what?
Kind of. Yeah, so what they did is Malhotra and his team, they talked
Mhm.
to a bunch of scientists. Okay. And then he asked the scientists, oh, but these were scientists who had not published. So they had no papers that they put in journals or shared with anyone. And then he asked him kind of like, okay, like why didn't you publish? And the scientist said there were two reasons. The first reason was that they stopped the research. And then the second reason is because they thought journals would not like it. Okay. The reason why they thought journals would not like it is because of the null results.
Mm.
So, one, Malhotra talked to some scientists who had not published. Two, he asked them, okay, like why did you not publish? And then the scientists either said, I stopped my research, or I thought the journals would not like it. And then he asked them, okay, well, why did you think journals wouldn't like it? And they said, oh, well, it's because I had null results.
Like,
And
but
so
like
it's kind of
how? Oh,
oh, sorry, ask
sorry.
your question.
Yeah. Like how do journals have no results? Like,
So it's not the journals, it's the experiment. So let's say I'm a scientist, I
mhm.
do an experiment, and my experiment gets no results. It says, okay, nothing happened. I don't turn that paper in. I don't give it to a journal to like print and publish. Instead, I just like get rid of it. I throw it away or I keep it for myself. And so the journals don't have the papers with the null results. That's why it says that it's not published. The journals don't have them.
Okay.
Does that help a little?
A lot.
Okay. Yeah, this one's kind of confusing too because you have to know a little bit about how publishing works.
Ah,
Which most
published.
people you don't really learn about until you get to college. So
You
it's a
learn
little tricky.
publish things in college. Publish.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I did some research in college. We didn't get published, but I have some other friends who got their research published. So,
Mm.
and sometimes you have to read published papers from journals for like homework or something like that. So this is more
Oh.
like yeah, it's more like a college university thing, all this publishing stuff.
Oh.
Okay, but sorry, I got way off topic. Let me take a sniff and then we'll go on to the next one.
Okay.
I always joke with Michael, if you know him, that I talk too much, and that if I start talking too much, just to tell me to stop.
Oh, Michael. Michael's so quiet, isn't he? He's like,
Really?
no, wait. Frank is the most quiet person. Like he's like
Hmm. Frank is very good at cooking, though. Better than me.
cooking? Frank? Cooking? What? No, it
Yeah,
doesn't match at all.
the one time I went to Linda's house, Frank cooked lunch for everyone, and it was really good.
For real? Wait, what did he cook?
Yeah,
Like
I can't
some
even
food?
remember.
He actually
Yeah, he
cooked
made
food?
Korean food. Yeah, he made like
I,
3 or 4 things. He made
I
a lot
can't
of
believe
food, actually.
I can't believe that. No way. No way. It feels like Frank wins something. It feels like Frank won something. No. No. I should like learn cooking. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Here we are. So just this last few sections on the page.
Hmm. So it's like, oh, it's like culture, like,
Okay, so in this case, culture is not like the culture of a country. It just means shared beliefs.
oh, sure.
And so it's saying that and so it's saying that scientists have a culture and that one of their beliefs is that null results are trash, pretty much, that they should just be thrown away. And so what Malhotra is saying is that this is a really bad culture. Like null results aren't trash. Actually, null results are probably pretty good. And so that's why he's saying we need to change the culture. We need to get rid of the idea that null results are just like garbage to throw away.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about this part down here when they were talking about statistical strength?
Hmm, statistical strength. Actually, I don't know what that means. Like, I know what statistical, like, I don't, and strength means.
Yeah, so if something is statistically strong, that just means it's very likely.
Oh,
So let's say I tell you, hey Cindy, it's gonna rain tomorrow. That's not very statistically strong because it's probably not gonna rain. It's pretty hot outside, there's no clouds. And then if it didn't rain today, and then if I check the weather tomorrow, it's probably not gonna rain either. So that has very little statistical strength. Something that is like statistically strong is very likely. So um, I think it's going to be hot tomorrow. Well, it's always hot in Texas. It's super likely. So that's kind of what it means, how likely something is.
hmm.
Let me take a quick snip of this. I wonder how much we have left because I know today's class is only 30 minutes, but hope we
Oh,
got
really?
through.
Only 30
Yeah, so
minutes?
I think we do 1 hour on Tuesday and then 30 minutes on Thursday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think that's right. Um, let's see how much we have left. Okay, maybe finish reading to here, and then I'll have you finish reading the rest of this on your own, and then we'll go over the questions on Tuesday, I think is when I see you next.
Tuesday?
Or it's Tuesday for me, it's Wednesday for you.
Oh, that's right. Ah, it's
Yeah.
so confusing. Okay. Okay.
I've been doing this for a while now, and it still takes me a moment to remember.
Ah, so like Yale did a new finding means like I know what Yale means like, but Yale did a new finding.
Yeah, Yield is another one of these words that has two meanings. So the first meaning, and the one that this is using, is like had a null finding. Had or gave a null finding. Almost like a result. So if you yielded something, you resulted in something. The second one is like when you're driving. Have you seen those signs on the road that say yield?
Yeah, that's why I know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the second meaning. That basically means that, if you see a car coming at you, don't drive into it. So same word, but very, very different meanings. One's about results and the other's about traffic.
I thought it was like traffic something. And I was like, what? Why is that
Yeah.
yellow in the sentence?
Yeah, it's kind of tricky. There's like two or three meanings for every word, it seems like.
Ah,
Yep. But I think we'll stop here. So, on your own, if you just want to keep reading the passage and answer the questions, um, not sure how busy you are, but a good idea if you have time might also be to go to that oh, this website I showed you, the vocab grabber,
mhm.
and you can actually practice some of the vocab from the stuff we already read. So, let's see, I think this paragraph had a few words, right? And so if you just wanted to practice maybe the words in this paragraph really quickly, you could use this to do it. Just a quick recap, change it to the list, and then make this arrow point up and then go to, oh, actually the arrow should point. Yeah, there we go. And so then it'll show you the hardest words first. Detectable. Oh, we didn't talk about this one. This is a good one. If something's detectable, that means that you can like see it, or you like notice it with your eyes or your ears, or however, it depends if it's a picture or a sound. So, oh, here's that other word, squelch. Something that crushes, like that.
Well,
Oh, yeah. But anyways, that's it from me. Um, I'll see you on Tuesday. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll make sure you get the Word document too with all the notes in it.
thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.